Yeah, Cullen yesterday taking out Martin Lukman by 6 legs to 4 in his 72nd European Tour event. He is an ET staple, but 90.75 the average yesterday, and we know there's definitely more in the tank. Always seems like Jim Williams is on something very, very difficult when Joe is in position to win the leg. Got away with it in leg 1. He might not get away with it in leg 3. Double top. Very good.
It's our first break of throw of this one. Joe Cullen goes into the lead.
October. Don't miss that on PDC TV, because those final 4 events are going to be very interesting indeed.
Yeah, loads of action coming up for you on PDC TV. But it's Euro Tours for the next 3 weeks.
Now what's Cullen going to do on 104?
So you require 104.
Oh, he's going downstairs. Double 14. Brilliant. And it was that double that gave him his first European Tour title, and it gives him a 3-leg lead. Stunning from Cullen. He's drink a lot of water on the stage to stay hydrated and sharp.
Well, it's certainly more important in that, you know, say you're playing at the match play in best of 31 or whatever, boiling hot conditions. It's not. It's pretty good in here, to be fair. It's warm outside, but this feels like ideal darts conditions.
Never know, we might get a 9-darter today. We almost got one yesterday thanks to Jose de Souza. He wired double 12 against Barney. Is this one starting to get away from Joe a little bit? He's losing his range. Just needs a score to fluff up his confidence a little bit in preparation potentially for his throw in the next leg.
You require 64.
Double 16. And it's there. So 5-2 turns into 5-4. If he can stretch it a bit, all will be good in the world. Here comes the 162. Bad deflection, but he'll take that.
Yeah, well, a 2 treble visit, pretty handy in this contest. A little nod there from Jim Williams, because he thinks that first dart, and then certainly the second one, is just seeing any chance of applying pressure dissipate in front of his eyes. Joe Cullen's going to get match darts, more match darts. How many is he going to get? How many does he need? Really good.
Surely he's going to lead double 16. Missed it in leg 1. Missed it after that as well.
16.
But the most crucial one is the last one. He knows that probably more than anybody else this year. And he is taking it. Beautifully done from the rock star. Not vintage Joe Cullen, but good enough Joe Cullen. Simon Whitlock and Peter Wright constantly changing equipment. But this weekend so far, Rusty Jakes had 3 different hairstyles. And that was a cut above that one. 177 to leave double 16.
Yeah, great shot from Rusty. And so far, it's all about the player throwing first. There was a little bit of a chance for Mathers in the opening leg. Missed a couple of darts at a double. But since then, pretty plain sailing on throw. Well, I say that now. Where's that one going?
Yeah, that was a very, very wide shot.
16.
In fact, that visit was
They weren't
borderline terrible.
The last 2 weren't convincing, were they, Paul? Good mark of the first one, then did nothing with it. Could be a real steal incoming in. After what a setup shot that was from Rusty. Is this the first breaker throw in match number 2 here? That is clean as you like. That will hurt Rusty Jake Rodriguez. Case for every single player, and yeah, I'm with you there, Paul. It's a great last 16 lineup. Brilliant from Rusty. Just the circumstances in which he lost the last leg, I should say, to respond like this, but this is what he did previously. He teed up the shot with a good setup shot, didn't convert.
Yesterday, Rusty averaged 99. Like Mark said, best performance on the European Tour to date. It's not as good today, but He's just missing too many doubles. And so far he's missed 10.
And that's, well, this will hurt now, won't it? The 76 did, but not going to get a go with double 5. Double 5 doesn't really favour Rusty. If he lands on that top wire, he can have problems. Attack with the first one. Doesn't seem too damaging.
Got to go left. Got to go left, Rusty. That's why that camera shows his problem that Mark illustrated.
Oh, you know what's coming. Madas Razma has just put in a professional performance. Both averages below 90. But Razma a lot more clinical. I mean, he's missed 6 at doubles. Mate, that's 7. But if the 8th goes in, oh, he lets Rusty off now. Decisions for Rusty. Might be worth bringing a 2-double-4 into play here.
I had a feeling this game was going to be like this, you know. Just a little bit edgy. With Razma not playing yesterday and Rusty in new territory. It's proving to be that way. Now that's a good guide. There you go.
Deserves to be level, you have to say. I mean, it's a real chance for Rusty J to get the job done. 10 deficit, less these.
Oh, it's a good use of the lie.
Brilliant, yeah.
Such a lovely, inviting shot when you get that dart right in the bottom of the 60 or just below. You expect the 140 or the 180 if the shot is in, but he's got 161 and he's got 6 darts for it to be in the quarterfinals for the very first time. It's looking very promising.
He's going to get a shot. Razma, realistically, he's probably thinking a 2-treble visit. Again, same part.
Doesn't use the sharpest of points. That's why when his dart hits the board, it tends to wobble a little bit.
That's good, though. Really good.
Excellent to lead the 2-darter.
But it may not be enough. Rodriguez for a big victory. Not as clinical as yesterday, but if anything, a bigger victory. That's what it means. So impressed with Rusty Jake. He had to work really hard in that game. He's a made of. I've got no doubts that this lad will be able to cope with it. By the time it comes to that 2-year period, I'll be gobsmacked if he hasn't got at least one ranking title under his belt.
Well, he certainly looks like he's got the capability of doing it. And there you go. Exhibit 2053 that we've seen so far this year from Josh Rock.
Dirk just starting slowly here, and it's on his darts.
43.
Early inroads being made here. Josh Rock, who was very impressive. More so yesterday.
Oh, and a bit of fire from Josh Rock.
I said, don't write this man off. Here he comes.
And there's one of those Dirk van Dijvenbode decisions. He's gone for the 180. A 140 would have left a bogey number. But he thinks that the risk and reward in that situation is worth it, particularly when you group the darts like he does.
I'm all for it.
Oh, the Rod Harrington route. Oh, he's not. He's going the 16s.
85.
Rodders. Should have gone tops. Harrington made that shot, didn't he, in the wheel match play. But Dirk sensibly, I think, because if you miss outside on the tops and you overcommit again. Brilliant. Good response from Dirk van Dijvenbode. And points not set up the 9, but 181 after 6. In a great position here, Dirk. Josh cannot leave a finish off 3-4-5 with a maximum. Dirk van Dijvenbode's got time to get rid of that 86. Josh just hanging around for errors, but there's been very little errors. The finishing stats, as I said earlier, 4 from 8 for Dirk, 4 from 5 for Josh.
I love that.
There's not been many errors.
He's stuck that high up in the 18s to give himself a chance of the double-double finish. And if he's just inside, he's going to play it safe. He's definitely not going to miss outside the board.
It was a calculated gamble.
Yeah,
it really was, wasn't it?
You can just have another 3 single 18s. He'll do that regularly because he wants to get to double 16 because he feels so comfortable on it.
Littered with quality. Josh's average still up above 101, close to 102, but he could be a couple
on doubles.
Could be a couple of minutes away from exiting here. That's incredible. It's brilliant from Van Dijvenbode.
legs running, he's hit a maximum. The Dutchman, he took a couple of legs to get going, but once he got going, he is irresistible. He is an absolute juggernaut of a darts player, and even Josh Rock, who's been averaging over a ton for the entire game, has only missed one dart at double, has not been able to stop him.
And that's when I like the 25 route on 1-2-1, because that's the reason you do it. You can go 16 to tops or 20 to double 18, chance at 16 to tops. Single the double for Dirk van Dijvenbode to become our third quarter-finalist in what has been a highly entertaining tie.
2-0 down to one of the most exciting young talents on the planet. And Dirk van Dijvenbode's got match darts and missed them both now. What a shot this would be.
Well, players of this quality expect one dart. Not going to get one.
92.
It leaves 32. All Josh can hope for, if Dirk goes inside, this can get a bit tricky. That's the dart I talked about. There we go.
Wow. So much quality, so few mistakes, and yet 5 mismatched darts means that Josh Rock can force a last leg decider. And that's exactly what he does. We're going the distance.
Oh, some shoulder in that second dart, but good compose on the last one. There's been very little errors. They only really come in the previous leg.
A bounce out.
Fair play.
Yeah, I mean, what a great reaction. I mean, even a single 18 would have made this shot easier. Josh Rock is there, ready to pounce.
Gambled that last one, Dan.
He did.
But where he's left, he can stay on the same target. 1-2. He had 1-2-4 to stay in the match, but you've got to switch around. 1-2-6. You're staying at the same section of the board. Match dart incoming.
Can he nick it? Josh Rock, bullseye for the quarter-finals. An incredible escape from Josh Rock. Dirk van Dijvenbode misses 6 match darts. How his darts go in the board, it's also why he hit a ton to leave 165 there. Bogey number, which means that Dave Chisnell does get a look at this 147. He's not going to be punished for it, Boris, and the setup shot was very good. So it looks like we might be seeing a 5th consecutive hold of throw in this contest.
Oh, just knew that second dart was just a little close.
16.
The way his darts go on the board, it's easier for him to get it over the top than underneath. He had to throw that one really, really flat and hard. And ultimately, the arc of the dart was his downfall.
Oh, now then. Boris misses 3 and Dave Chisnell follows suit. That's his first opportunity to break the Kritschmar throw in this game, and he's missed out.
Yet again, on the wire and not finding the target. This is very uncharacteristic from Boris. In his first couple of matches, he was fine, around the 40% mark.
Chisnell.
He also said, look, if I'm taking out 135s like that, then something's going all right.
Now, interestingly, throughout all of the Players' Championship events this year, Dave Chisnell's front nine is just shy of 107, and there's only one player playing today who had a better front nine, which was Dirk van Dijvenbode, and he's already out.
Good setup shot, real chance for Boris Kritschmar to break straight back. Chizzy's had a look at a few of these shots, 101, 106, now 102. This time he will get a dart. He didn't in the previous ones, it's double 18. And when he gets the dart, he makes it count. Along with Kim Huybrechts and James Wade, then you're into Mensur, Suljevic and Ian White with 3 each. Luke Humphreys and Phil the Power Taylor with 4. Michael Smith has 5. Could, of course, add to it today. Geraint Price and Peter Wright with 6. And then it's a little jump to Michael van Gerwen with 35 of them.
Yeah, I don't think that's ever going to be surpassed. It's just going to be improved by Michael. We've got 5 European Tour winners in this afternoon's action for a total of 11 wins. How about this?
Big fish, Dave Chiz, 4 on the spin.
When you're on tour, funnily enough, I spoke to a couple of players about how to take care of their hands and how to get that little bit of moisture. And funnily enough, I found a moisturiser brand which gives you that little bit of tackiness on your fingers.
Are you flogging Avon now, Dave?
No, I'm not. Other brands are available.
It's on. But no longer. Dave Chisnell, another chance for a combo finish. Is it going to be number 7 of the weekend for Chizzy? He's already missed a match dart.
This is the one that Clayton missed against him yesterday on this very section. But Chisnell doesn't miss it. It's another one to add to his collection. Incredible stuff. That's now his 8th. Well, it might be 7th actually. I might have just lost my count there. But the man in yellow is in a quarter-final once again. Compartmentalised about just leg on leg. But this is a really good camera angle to show you the stance of the players. It's really important to keep that front side still. A little bit of a lean for Jeffrey. Very narrow stance, but as you can see, the only movement on darts 1 and 2 was slightly up. Little hop on the tiptoes, but dart 3, there is a little bit of a creep forward, like you're going to get with Michael Smith in the next match against Willie O'Connor.
In the midst of this, Jose de Sousa's made a big dent on the Jeffrey de Swan throw, but only laying up 60 off 100. 20 for tops is never easy. Just ask Jeffrey de Swan. He let that slip out of his grasp in the previous leg, and yeah, it's not ideal. See what he can do with it. No danger. Made it look easy. They can be tricky, them 60s, but Jose de Sousa's looked the more likely in these opening 3 legs.
You require 122.
Okay, 18 department. Another one. Another 118, not 3 4s. So,
do you know what, though? That might turn out to be a blessing. Because you'd have gone for the 25, then he comes back splitting 25. He doesn't hit the ball. And I've not had much confidence in Jeffrey splitting shots at the minute. So he gets 3 clean at tops.
Strangely, when he hit the treble 4, if he'd have hit that first dart, he would have still had a shot.
Yeah, shot still alive. But in the end, he's got himself 3 clean at double. He had 3 in the previous leg, missed them. And he missed it just like this. Exactly like that.
Is this leg 4 or leg 3?
Yeah. This is as good as the match for me, Paul.
54, surely. Oh, that treble 4's got a magnet in it.
Jeffrey de Swan won't be relishing stepping up to that hockey now, going for double 5. He's missed 14 darts at doubles. When you're not pinning doubles, you don't want double 5. 16, 17. You just know.
Thank you.
Well, you just feel it's not going to be his day. It's one of them games for Jeffrey de Swan. Not happening. And Jose is got rid of a 60 combination already. And the first dart was similar to that. There he is, 4-1.
Pretty much a carbon copy shot. It was double. I know that's somewhat inflated by today's performance, but you can't afford to miss 39 darts at double.
Easy it looks sometimes though, Paul, isn't it, Jeffrey? And that's why I thought, when he had that run to the World Match Play, and we were talking about Raymond van Barneveld retiring, you thought he was the natural man to step into his shoes. But he's the only one who never got a crack at the World Cup, didn't he? We've seen Danny Noppert, Dirk, Jermaine Watermain, and we've seen Danny go back. He never ever had a crack, and you thought he was the one to sort of just keep that continuity going, and it just didn't happen.
It might happen in the future.
Yeah, he's not done yet. He's still a young player in the sport, but he's got a tough task to keep his talk hard.
But he's had shoulder injuries as well.
Yeah, they are, for a dart player, the worst injury you can get. That's better. One of the breaks back as well for Jeffrey.
7th leg, Jeffrey to throw 5.
The average is you get drama, and is this the drama incoming?
Oh, what a dart that is. I don't know whether the switch to the 17s was the play there to try and leave the 170.
Well, he needed to move from there on that last start, didn't he? Because just didn't see a way through.
I'm talking about two players who throw the dart probably as hard as anybody. Give it some shoulder. That wrist gets properly flexed on the way through. But this is brilliant.
Jeffrey, brilliant setup. But Jeffrey de Swan has just done a lot of his good work. He's done some really good things in this match, Jeffrey. But ultimately, the doubles have cost him. 17 darts, Mr. Doubles.
Just gave De Sousa too much breathing room at the start, and it's in his hands.
Yeah, can't give Josie a head start like that, and that's why. And again, closing out the match in style. It was 11 darts.
You require 170.
No idea what they say. I assume it's something like hit a 170. Well, he's not going to oblige.
52.
Not even going to get close.
No, and he's just doing his best to let Willie back in this leg. O'Connor.
58.
Yeah, a lot of head shaking already.
You require 118.
William O'Connor does let it be known how he's feeling on the hockey. But Michael Smith, double 19.
99.
Bit of a flyer. Will return. O'Connor will just be thinking it at 140. Hope for some errors on the 19. Otherwise, it's looking like an early break. But William O'Connor has held his end of the bargain. Can Michael Smith do the same and close out this first leg?
Wow, I wasn't that confident in him after the first couple of darts.
Tree where new home's been the last few years. He's in Leicester in a month's time. Great event, the Grand Prix.
96.
William O'Connor looking to break back here. He looked all one-way traffic at the beginning.
140. Michael, you require
He is going to probably get a look at that 80, but he really wanted to be coming back looking at tops.
58.
Yeah, Smith's gone off the boil here, but at the same time, Williams upped it. And Michael Smith's average, you'd think he'd beaten 6-0 Darryl Gurney. You're expecting something spectacular. It was 92. And that is a great shot from O'Connor.
Jeffrey Desvan, Geert Nenchez, Alan Suter, Luke Woodhouse. They'll be looking at him and thinking, all of a sudden, I've got somebody breathing down my neck who's winning games of darts. And that will worry him.
And in some of those events as well, it gets interesting at the back end of the year. Say, for example, you've got Suter who's in one of the Euro Tours. If it just pairs them together, it adds that bit of spice, doesn't it, if they draw each other. It'll come up at some point, but Michael Smith, impressive with an 11 dart leg. And he's
140. Willie O'Connor's gone back-to-back 180s. There was a series of how many perfect darts is that?
You do it now.
13, I think, between the pair of them.
But O'Connor is impressive. Just tee this up now. Macy at 25 come into play. Well, not so much now. But just got to be careful here. Should still be all right. Good dart. That'll just put his worries at ease, because best case scenario, Michael Smith's leaving 140. So O'Connor should make Michael Smith throw for the match here.
William require 114.
This is 114 again. He missed high on tops last time. Gets it right this time, and that's a 12 dart leg for Willie O'Connor.
Good tie.
He's only made the quarterfinals of a European Tour event twice before, Willie O'Connor. One was that run to the final back in 2018, the European Darts match play. The other, you've got to go back to 2015 when he reached the quarters. Went out in the quarters as well to Michael van Gerwen.
Treble 17. Right, this is where you've got to be careful.
57.
Like the ball there.
Yeah, I do. 64 is awkward, particularly because it's 19 for tops. 20 for tops can still be a bit messy, can't it? But
it may not matter.
Yeah.
Oh, can't find treble 19.
97.
But
will you require 64?
He took a gamble. Didn't pay off, didn't get the treble. May only get one dart to win the leg. Well, he makes up for it. Superb stuff from Willie O'Connor. And there's double top again. We are going the distance. Both players averaging high 90s. his money from this year is in a big major tournament, and that's on the 2-year system. It doesn't go on your Pro Tour Order of Merit. But anyway, it doesn't matter, because right now the only thing that matters is who wins this leg.
Yeah, he won't be thinking about that. He wants to win this match, put himself into a quarter-final, and it's advantage O'Connor. A lead of 5 plus these. He'd settled, not we won't settle for a turn now.
Just hit the 180. Just hit the 180.
Oh, this is good from O'Connor. The rhythm's been good. Just stayed focused after the first couple of legs, didn't panic. And deservedly is going to get a chance to defeat Michael Smith here.
Requires 76.
Could be a real turnaround weekend for O'Connor. Match start incoming.
Double top the target. And he does not miss. He only missed 2 in the entire game. Michael Smith, the highest ranked player in the tournament, defeated by the Magpie. Identity to this Hungarian crowd this weekend.
Maybe not as pronounced maybe as the Japanese crowd.
There's another example.
Bang their inflatables together and take all their rubbish home.
Yeah, there's a good example. But certainly in Australia and New Zealand, I mean, it could have been a darts crowd. Anyway, the Americans, the main thing with the Americans is they got the intonation for the songs wrong, but they did sing them. 20 and ball. Oh, went in search of the treble and just slipped into the 1 segment. Nathan Aspinall with an awkward 119.
Treble's been easy in this game for him. Not this time. That's handy. So is that. Tricky indeed. Tell you one name we haven't talked about this weekend. Oh, James Wade. You might think, well, where's he? Is he taking the weekend off? No. He didn't qualify because he wasn't seeded. He didn't get through to this one. He's not going to be there next week. And he's not exactly safe yet in the quest to go to the venue where he won his major championship in the Euros.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure whether 14.5 grand for James Wade is safe or not. I think it's going to be close. But Nathan Aspinall is going to get close to this.
70.
Not close enough in the end. That might have been effectively game over for Karol Sedlarczyk. But as it is, this would cut the gap to just 1 leg. Is it game over or game on? It might be game over.
Oh, the despair.
32.
Oh, the ecstasy.
Nathan Aspinall.
5-2 Aspinall.
We'll see. He's certainly got talent. Showing it here. No need to go 11 and bull.
Oh, I like treble 7 here.
Oh, okay. Treble 11, double 14 will work.
The
problem with that route is he now comes back and he's looking at double 7 because he's missed inside.
Yeah, you want to try and leave or go for a higher number double. So leaving tops gives you lots of split options if you somewhat stumble.
What I don't understand is he stopped there, looked at the score, then decided to go for the 11s anyway. Double 2. Well, it doesn't matter. He's made it work. Wait, yeah, let's see. There might be some interesting shirts on the way over the next few weeks.
Oh, please tell me there's no sequence coming.
Right. We can but hope. The Andrew Gilding sequin jumpsuit. Fingers crossed, darts fans.
44. Got one.
Nathan Aspinall has got what looks like plenty of time to wrap this up. It's been a very, very good leg, this. Really good leg. Throw in for the match in a game where Sedlarczyk has hung about and posed him some questions, and Nathan Aspinall looks like he's got the answers. 4 visits to the board, leaves himself on a match-winning double, 3 darts in hand. It should be done and dusted.
A little bit of a hum in the crowd this time. Looks bemused. Well, you wanted the crowd involved, Nathan. They're very much involved now.
Where have you been for the last 9.5 legs? Well, I'll tell you where Nathan Aspinall is. He's through to the quarter-finals.
Anymore. Wouldn't that be an interesting rule? That if the PDC were to say, if you get 20 PDC titles at top level, you then are exempt for the rest of your career to a certain age.
Well, if I'd have won a number 19, it could have helped me out a few years ago.
I'd need another 15.
There we are. Nevertheless, Whitlock desperate to hold throw here.
94.
Meikle outside chance, 1 treble needed. Treble, single to double. May stay there. Treble 16. Plenty of options.
Now, how high
52.
does Whitlock need this single to be to keep his flight out the way? Humphreys likes to hit it just under tops.
Yeah, he aims high, Whitlock. Yeah, that's a bit low for him. He likes to just clatter through. That's unlucky. But
couldn't have asked for a better guide.
56.
yeah, to hold his throw. Meikle to extend his lead with a third break of the Simon Whitlock throw. He does glance over to... didn't do him any harm. Ryan Meikle 4-2. 6-4.
Yeah, he doesn't make mathematical mistakes, does Simon Whitlock?
He's a good counter, Simon Whitlock, yeah.
Meikle was after a big fish, very much like the one we saw from Dave Chisnell earlier. He has to settle for the baby one.
He's in trouble, Simon. In real trouble. Simon Whitlock led this match 2-1. He could be 5-2 down here and throw in to stay in the match, knowing that he's not held his throw once. I didn't see this performance coming from Simon. Ryan Meikle 5-2.
What was the Dave Chisnell conversion yesterday in 5? Was it 276?
276, 180, 96, and that was when Johnny Clayton had thrown at a bull when he shouldn't have. So he kind of invited problems, but you can't be too harsh on Johnny because that's a bit of class from Dave Chisnell. He's in action tonight. Josh Rock, second quarter-final of this evening.
Oh, Meikle is not on a finish. Whitlock can't believe his luck, but he has created a lot of luck for himself.
Yeah, he's up Duke Simon, hasn't he? He's
going to lead Dole 16.
91.
His last two legs were 14 and 15. Could be 16 here to force us to our last leg decider.
His winning legs in this contest have been excellent. 14-12, 14-15. But the stuff in between has been a bit scratchy.
83.
Between legs 4 and 7, he was not at the races. But he's very much back at the races. It's 5-all. 1 leg left this afternoon.
Still in the leg.
Is he leaving 156? Yes,
he is. The emotion, there's some tension on there, there's drama. What a way to end our final afternoon session, our 5th of 6. Here comes Meikle.
What's he going to leave? He really wants 68. And he gets it. Now there's only one way to hit this.
56.
Yeah, it's one of them. It's 7 finishes you can hit one way. Couple of treble 20s for double 18. No good. Meikle's going to get a match start.
Where's he going to go? Treble 16 for double 10. He has been complete genius on double 10. I'll be amazed if he doesn't go treble 16. That leaves 52. 1 dart at tops to win. Oh, Ryan Meikle at the death wins 6 legs to 5 against a brilliant resurgent and surging Simon Whitlock.